Hey guys, this is Sean from Far From Average Automotive, and today we have a 2005 Lotus Elise Sport Touring Package. It's kind of still that, but it's been heavily modified. So today we're at Autocraft here in Lubbock, Texas. We have Tony Maper's Lotus Elise. My initial thoughts on this car is actually really special to me because growing up I used to play those Test Drive Unlimited games, and this is a really big deal in those games. So it's really cool to see one of these, much yet you never really see them in the States. But the whole body and everything about it is iconic. Being in Texas, Hennessy is there in Houston, and they designed the Hennessy Venom off this body style. And it's just a very, very iconic body. So everything on this car has been modified, but he's tried to keep the initial roots of this car and what it looks like and not mess with that too much. When you look down here, you got a humongous diffuser down there, which is freaking crazy. This back end is just so iconic to Lotus. He got the halo taillights on this. When you come around to the side, you got the side panel, just carbon fiber, that's modified. And then we come to the front, you got all the headlights have been modified and aftermarket, and then you got the aftermarket golden wheels. It's a pretty sweet spec. So this Lotus Elise has a removable top. You could also get a cloth attachment for the roof. This is harder to take off and manage than Corvette, where you just pop it off and throw it in the trunk. You got to take off screws and bolts, and there's nowhere to put it in the trunk because the engine's back here. So you have to leave this at your house or wherever you're at. Now if you want to come with me inside, this interior has been completely redone top to bottom, every single inch. As you can tell, there's carbon fiber basically everywhere that I can see. All this red Alcantara has been imported from Germany. All of this was custom made. It has a gated manual, which really doesn't come with these, and it's freaking nuts inside here. It's really loud. These seats are super tight and uncomfortable, but you look really BA when you're driving it. So even though these have Lotus badges on the wheels, these are actually aftermarket wheels and rims. You got the brake caliper in there, which is nothing special. And then when you come over here, you have this, which has been upgraded to a carbon fiber side vent. How you open up the door, which is really unique, I've never seen this before, is where you put your key, you just press that in, and then you open it. Now, we're going to do this, we haven't done this in a while, where I try to get in and out of the car, and Hayden, if you don't mind showing how ridiculous it is.
Good luck.
Thank you. So, let's go. Oh my gosh. These seats are really tight, that's what's the hardest part is. I'm like diagonal on something that's completely straight. Yeah, so it hugs you. As you can see, I have no room on either side of the seat, all the way up to my back, which is crazy. If I were to crash or anything, I feel like I would not get whiplash or anything because you can't move in these seats. They remind me a lot of the Subaru World Rally seats that I got in when I sat inside that car. But now I'm gonna try to get out of the car, which is the hardest part. You got it, oh my God. Oh, jeez. Yeah, flawlessly. So, back on the interior warmer last time, the gas pedals and everything, a little bit to the right. It's not like a basic manual car, and look how thin that gas pedal is right there. It's kind of crazy. Gated manual, which is freaking cool. I've actually never seen a gated manual in real life, so this is my first time. You see there's a lot of Lamborghinis and Ferraris. I'm really excited to try to drive that. You got the fire extinguisher here, in case something happens. You got an actual e-brake, not a freaking switch like my Civic Si. And I just can't get over these seats. These are literally the coolest seats I've ever seen in my life. They are super tight and super uncomfortable, but they are so freaking cool looking. These Alcantara with the carbon just really match and just flow with each other. But yeah, I gotta say honestly, this is probably one of the coolest interiors I've ever seen in any car, even outside of the YouTube. So touching on the inside again, it has a detachable carbon fiber steering wheel with the red stitching. You know, it really matches the interior. It's pretty cool. And then the door handle is all the way in this corner, which is kind of interesting and unique. I've never seen that before. Another cool thing about this car is the radiator is in the front. You can't really take off that. It's not really a hood, even though it looks like it. You can remove this part to get to the stuff you need, and that's about it. To get to the actuator and everything, they were telling us that you have to completely remove the bumper and everything to get to that. Now when you come to the back, this is the engine. It makes about 210 horsepower. It's 190 stock. Everything in there has been modified, but still looks genuine to what this was when it first came from the factory. Yamaha made this engine for Lotus to do this, but it's basically the equivalent to what you would have in your Toyota Camry, which is freaking crazy. Let's go for a drive. Everywhere.
Yeah, you're a little too long to like enjoy this every single day.
Yeah.
They built me the right size.
My body is really tight right now. I'm a skinny dude.
Fun fact, since you know my other car is a Hummer, the H1 Hummer. If you've ever had a chance to get in the passenger seat, do it. There's more room right now. You have more room.
In
to
here?
Stretch out, yes.
Oh my god.
Because those trucks look massive. They're really not that big though. At least not on the inside. They're huge. But the most uncomfortable I've ever been on a drive before is in the H1.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's a tight fit.
Yeah, we tried to do a H1 last week at Classic Corvette. They had a black one.
Yeah.
It's a really short shift range.
It's not too bad. That's a factory shifter actually. I haven't changed it out yet. It's kind of weird, so you'll probably tink it on the tooth right there until you get used to it. At about 6,200 RPM, you have a second camshaft.
Jeez.
Or second cam profile, and so that'll kick in. And this car is so lightweight that you can really feel it.
So like when you floor, do you lose control?
No.
No?
It's cool. First gear with these crappy tires, like it'll spin a little bit, but you're not going to lose control in it.
Do you mind if I do it right here?
Yeah, go for it. Shouldn't be anything up there.
Try next time. I was just testing the waters right there.
Yeah, you can definitely hammer down on it a little bit more. You're good.
I'm gonna go harder right here.
Right, go for it. Yeah, just shift it back.
then, since there's not a 6 gear?
There's a 6 gear.
Oh, there is?
Yeah.
Oh, I was just looking at that.
Yeah, no, just pour it out.
Oh, my blinker's still on. So the blinkers don't turn off automatically?
It needs a clock spring.
Ah.
So, but, you know, we don't have an airbag. No reason for that clock spring to get replaced other than, you know, that the blinkers would turn themselves off, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, out of everything that I've driven, like I said, I don't have any brand loyalty to Lotus specifically, but out of every car that I've ever driven, it's the only one that like lives up to the YouTube hype. You know, every single person like talks about how great it is at certain things, and as far as like cornering and being glued to the road, this one it does about as good of a job as everybody, you know, makes videos about. It consistently impresses me.
I know Stradman used to have one of these.
Yeah, yeah.
Did he have this
Yeah, he had
tier?
pretty sure it was a 05, yeah. Same exact thing. His was was his blue or orange or something? What was it?
blue?
Was it blue?
Yeah, it's that metallic blue.
Yeah, I remember him doing donuts in it in the snow.
Yes.
Yeah.
Got it. That's so freaking nuts.
Yeah, just like consistent spot.
I'm just gonna stop right here and go.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a good spot for it.
Alright.
I might do it every time I bring something around that's. That's good.
That was freaking
Yeah,
sweet.
that's not bad. You nailed that one.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, and that exhaust is deafening from the outside.
Oh, really?
So, you know, when you were revving it earlier, like both of our ears were just, it's piercing. When we used to leave Cars and Coffee, you know, we all used to go the back way. Now they have it blocked off. Everybody would do pulls, and that's why they blocked it off there. And after my buddy did a pull when I was next to him, and this made me rethink, God, I'm gonna send some children like early hearing aids.
Yeah.
Like, it's bad.
I did. Appreciate you, Tony.
Oh, dude, absolutely. That's what cool cars are about, is sharing them.
Absolutely. So my after-drive thoughts on this is this car handles very well. It has the exact performance that you need. It weighs practically nothing, so you really feel the performance in this. I felt like I had complete control of the car. The gated manual was really, really cool to use, you know, because you see them all the time and stuff. And and yeah, it's just a really cool car. Honestly, this is probably one of the coolest cars I've ever driven. It's super small and super tight and super comfortable, but it definitely makes it up in the fun factor. One last thing I want to add before we close this out is, you know, me and Hayden are both really tall dudes, and it's really hard to get inside of this car, and it's really tight on the comfort inside of it. But just the fun factor of it, I would still totally buy this car. Even though it's super uncomfortable, I would never daily drive this. It is literally one of the funnest cars I've ever been in my life. Thanks for watching, guys. Like, share, subscribe, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and here on the YouTubes. Show this to your best friends and neighbor. I'm running out of ideas to tell you guys to show this to people. If you were to get this, what color spec would you get? And what would you do to it? And would you go so crazy on the interior like Tony has? Special thanks to Tony Maples for letting us use his Lotus Elise. Thank you to Audiocraft for letting us film in their establishment, because it's literally 105 degrees outside in Texas right now. And yeah, so, like we said in the last video, t-shirts, hats, koozies, and stickers are for sale. We'll link that below. And we appreciate you guys. We'll see you next week.